It's our last sail of the year. This is it. New Year's Eve, and we are headed down to Rat Cay today, and looking forward to that. First things first, got to get that anchor up. All right, so here's our cut. We got the east wind against the current going out, so hoping that we're not going to hit big waves. We are about to enter Rat Cay Cut, and it looks pretty good. We are at low slack right now, and just contending with the wind. That's about it. But we've got both engines on, and depth shouldn't be an issue. And it sure does look beautiful inside. All right, we're through the cut. Almost through the cut. Well, that is just stunning.
Wow, I have got a powerful message for all of you boat owners out there, all of you potential boat owners, that you need to, first of all, save everything. Really important, because you never know when you're going to use it, even if it's a small piece, or better yet, somebody else may need it. It may not be you. So don't throw it away. If it's a spare part, if it's some fuel hose or coolant hose, you just never know. Plus, it can be used for other purposes other than its original purpose. Anti-chafing, protection, etc., etc. Another thing is, have extra parts. We've had a lot of engine things going on and fuel tank changing and welding, and doing that has put a lot of wear and tear on the hoses. Plus, this boat is about 6 years old now, and what I would encourage you to do if you're changing your fuel tanks or pulling out your engines, I would replace all the hoses. And then another thing is, no matter how little you have run an engine, there are two engines on the catamaran. What we do is we start both engines, we pull up the anchor, and if we're going through cuts like we are here in the Exumas, we'll run both engines for safety. And then I'll cut off one of them where it's not a safety factor. So one of the engines is not going to be run that much, and you might think to yourself, oh, I don't need to check that the next day. Well, au contraire, I thought that today, but I just said to myself, you know, I think I'm going to check this thing. And it hadn't run it a lot. Went down, and underneath it in the bilge, which is where if you have an oil leak or whatever, it's going to leak into there, it was full of diesel fuel. Not good. So we went through wrapping hoses with paper towels. I ended up cutting off some hoses. And by the way, I'd recommend having one of these hose cutters. They're super cheap. This is about $15, and it cuts fuel lines and cooling hoses cleanly. I thought all those things that I was covering was gonna find the issue, but I left the top off of the engine bay, and looked down in there and I saw fuel spewing out of one of the hoses. And let me show you which one it was. This hose right here that runs here around the back and then terminates right here. That little hole right there was where the diesel was spewing out of while I had the engine going. This little piece was all I needed. Now, if you check out dinghy fuel line replacement, I put in a new fuel line, ran it all the way underneath the bilge and into this compartment. I had just a little bit of hose left. Could have thrown it out, but I didn't, and that's all I needed. It was a little bit longer than this right there, the one with the red stripe on it. Anyway, guys, I hope this helps. And if you appreciate tips like this, things that are happening to us out in the field, living the dream, make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Share this with other people. This little stuff right here makes all the difference. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you. Fresh water being made. The water maker's spitting out the salinity water and keeping it fresh through reverse osmosis. Oh yeah. Boy, there's quite a little current going.
Found a little octopus. You can see his eyes looking at us. He's in this jar. He's going to grab the jar to use as a flower pot, but given that he's in it, I'm going to let him go. Look at that cool piece of driftwood.
Check this out. We found this chair on the beach. It's pretty heavy duty. Nice place to recline and look at Blown Away. Love this beach. We're the only people here. And that's what it is to be in the Exumas. It's just high-end, secluded, rustic, ocean paradise privacy. Did I get all that out right?
Marston at the airport, woo! And our first time to Bar Terre. Known as Baritari by the locals, this sleepy little village is a great place to pick up family and friends who fly into Georgetown. It's located at the northern point of Great Exuma Island and only a 35-minute drive from the airport. Sailing in and out of Georgetown is challenging, as you typically only get favorable winds in one direction, and you lose a day of sailing getting in and out, which is not practical for a short visit. She's here! Yay! The camera will always be on you, just so you know.
Okay. And this is my room. And so I got some blown away bling. Okay, here. Hold on. Let me put you right there for a second, Hannah. Oh, I love this sand dollar.
There you go. Nothing
My
but the best
goodness.
treatment.
All right, it's neon pink. It looks amazing.
And then flip it around.
Amazing.
Ooh la
That's the boat.
la. Gorge.
So hard to leave the octopus and Rat Cay, but we are headed north out to maybe Little Pipe Key, one of our favorite places, and we'll see how the wind goes today, but we've got about an 8-hour day. It's a beautiful day here and looking forward to being on the water. Oh, it's a beautiful sailing day. Only 8.5 knots of wind, but we're doing 5.6 knots and making our way up the coast. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna go to the... Ready? Yep. Good.
Wow. I can't believe that's been in there this whole time. Wow.
It looks like it needs to come over to the right just a little bit. ETA is 1:30. Here is one of my twin daughters, Marston.
Hello.
Council, and she flew in from Toronto yesterday. Tell us a little bit what Toronto was like yesterday.
Well, it was really snowy and my plane was delayed because it was snowing so hard and so icy.
And what did your aunt, Tata Beck, say today?
She said that it's like 9 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so
And that you what? Got out just in the nick of time?
just in the nick of time, yeah.
Fantastic. Sweetie, so glad to have you here. She is the first family member to be on the boat. We've been doing this for 14 months, and she's the first one that's come along. So I think that puts you as one of the most adventurous of the
All right, adventure time. The color is amazing.
Oh no, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Want to go swim over to the beach? I'll go with you if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Do it. Look at this.
Man,
Here's my daughter cooking. How's the Instant Pot doing?
It's holding up.
Good.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, and with that, the rum sauce
The
is
rum
done.
sauce.
No way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
No
Excellent.
time to make.
Oh, Marston. La pièce de résistance. You think we made enough?
Thank you, Fiona, for the guava duff. We really appreciate it. We're eating it tonight.
Oh, yes. So good.